I am from Port Moresby. I grew up in Port Moresby all my life. I'm from West New Britain and Kairuku. So my mom used to be a sprinter and my dad used to be an AFL player. I think it just all came from my mom's gene. I ran for the first under 18, which I should be running for under 16, but I ran under 18. And then, from there on, I went to the World Junior Championships. And I've been to like the Australian Grand Prix, certain international competitions that were overseas here. Running in the summer, 4x1 was one of my highlights in 2007, where we won the gold, and it was really good. It made whole PNG like stand up in shock, but we won the gold medal. And that was one of my best highlights, which I don't forget when I was in athletics. I did track and field and switched to playing rugby and had an ACL injury, and that was it. I thought I might just stop. It was through my younger sister, Debbie, that I got to do, had the interest of taking part in boxing. In boxing, my highlights is, as a transit athlete, trying to make a pathway in boxing, and even I didn't make it into getting the gold. I got a silver, but to me, it was a big dream. When my sister and I, Debbie, started Kamapim Boxing Meri, it's all about Kamapim Boxing Meri. It's not about me or my sister Debbie. It's the name Kamapim Boxing Meri that we wanted to bring a lot of female boxers in. And it all started when Mischa came over to Port Moresby in 2018. That's when we had Mischa come over, and we had one of the great, good experienced pro boxer. Her name was Bianca. She came on board with Mischa, and they ran the 2 days School of Boxing clinic, which was really good. We had around 37 female come in.
To be honest with you, it's probably one of the greatest things I've done since opening this gym. So the most meaningful in terms of introducing women to boxing when it really did matter to them a lot, in their lives. So women here in nice, comfortable, middle-class Melbourne, it's not quite as a pressing kind of thing for them to have some sense of the power over themselves and confidence and unity and all the rest of it. They've got a lot of privilege, but in Port Moresby I could see, that just definitely wasn't the case, and that we were doing a really great thing. And it was a very satisfying weekend to run, and especially knowing that Debbie and Raphaela kind of took the ball and ran with it, even, if you pardon the pun, because they're rugby players.
It was after the Pacific Games. We wanted to bring a lot of female boxers into the sport of boxing because we were just the three of us. And how can we use that to advocate to help women who are going through domestic violence? Once Mischa left, I started, continuing the program, and then had a lot of female girls come back to train them. So, for me, as a survivor of domestic violence, I really advocate on, women, not only women in Papua New Guinea, but in the Pacific, we need to start speaking up and talk about this. Domestic violence is not only like just being physical, but it's emotional, mentally. There's all sorts of forms of violence, financially abused, sexually being abused, and we just don't realize it. Years have changed, and we're in the 21st century, and then, we have to get out of that mentality of course, we can hold our culture there, we still have respect to it, but we can't be sitting on that. You have to get out. As a female, I would encourage our Papua New Guinea female girls, women, and those ones who are coming up in the Pacific, that it's all about you. If you want to be a better person, you just have to be around people who can give you advice, who are there to push you. But it all starts within you. So if you want to be a better person, you have to make the change, and it all comes back to you. I would like to advocate and help young ladies or women who are struggling. I always say that another woman cannot just go and empower another woman if they're weak. You have to be strong enough, you have to be healed in order to go out and empower. So my hobbies that has become my hobby as well. Moving on forward, I would like to leave a legacy of, going back home one day and continue what I've left, which I didn't complete, which I have to go back and complete. But I want to see that there has to be change.